He didn't know anything about life. He was only 2 months old when he was found abandoned on the side of the road. He would just sit there looking, waiting, looking at the people passing by, the cars, looking at the life he knew nothing about. Who knows what those sad, lonely puppies are waiting for? Maybe they don't know either. Maybe they think that this is life, this meaningless row of days rolling into one another. We brought him to this temporary rescue facility. I guess it was the first place he ever felt safe in. The first place he ate a good meal and he had a good night's sleep. He was so lonely, as if he didn't know how to act, how to behave, and what to do. Should he wag his tail? Should he play with the other puppies? Or should he just sit there alone in his comfort zone and watch life pass by before his eyes? Life is something to be taught, something to be experienced and lived. For puppies like Mentee, life is a scary place to be. He spent the next 3 months there, in that halfway home. And as he was growing older, there were no more lessons to be learned. Not there anyway. Shelters keep puppies like him safe and well fed, and that's it. He adored his rescuer. He would look at her right in the eyes with that unconditional love and endless trust only dogs know how to feel. That was the only way he knew how to show his love, by surrendering to the human touch he loved so much. Whenever he felt uncertain, he would sit in his favorite spot, alone, as if he only had himself to rely on and no one else. After his last visit to the vet, Mentee came home with me. He left the safety of his rescue place. He left the only place he had known as home and the only woman he had ever trusted, and opened up to the unknown, to people he had never met before, to noises and smells and colors he never knew existed. Mentee took his first walk on a leash at 5 months. He had to learn everything from scratch, again. Walks and car rides and elevators and stairs and busy streets and shops and people and dog parks. Life. The life of a pet dog. He took it all in with the wisdom of an old soul that knows what he is supposed to do and trusts the ones who show him how to do it. Every new thing he learned, every new behavior and feeling and experience was as if it was something he already knew from the past life. He took it all in, as if the lessons he was being taught were lessons he had thrived in years ago, but had forgotten. Within 5 days, Mentee knew how to behave at home, how to enjoy the park, how to interact with my dogs and my cats, and how to welcome the visitors at home. We paid house visits to friends, we went on excursions, he met new people and children and dogs and cats and me. He came up with all possible ways to relax in the car and to lie on the floor and to be a best friend, a loyal companion and the most tender, loving boy. 5 days. It took 5 days to get a smile out of him. 5 days for his beautiful eyes to shine and for his body to change, to open up, to accept all the new things, to accept life. A life of colors and experiences and feelings, a life full of new things. Deep down, all dogs know. They are made to be our best friends, and inside them lies all the knowledge about who they really are. What we call training is really just letting them understand that it is okay for them to be who they already know they are. Mentee knew who he was. He always knew. Even at 2 months, when he was sitting there on the side of the road, he already knew. He was just waiting for the right person to give him a chance. You know, it's funny, but as he's growing older, his fur is turning lighter, blonde. It almost makes him look as if he's shaking off of him everything that troubled him, everything dark and unpleasant of his past life. And as he welcomes the new life ahead of him, his whole face lights up. He becomes brighter, open and ready. Ready for whatever lies ahead, because life is not that scary anymore.